Cardano is set to release smart contracts in the next 30 days. This is making a lot of investors very bullish on Cardano, pushing Cardano from $1.02 all the way up to $2.22. The question is though, where can Cardano go from here? And how much do you need to retire on Cardano? So we're going to talk about it here today. I've done a couple videos similar to this in the past, but they have been a little bit different. So we're going to take a look at how much you need to retire based on 3 different scenarios. One that's like a kind of a bearish scenario, one that's middle of the pack, and then one that is a bull case scenario. Now, none of these I think are outlandish, and we're going to look at it as if we were retiring in 2030. So keep in mind that this is 9 years down the line. Think about how far we have come in crypto since 9 years ago. So we're going to get into it. Thank you guys for hitting the like button and subscribing. Also, if you want, there is a link down there to get some interest on your Cardano at Voyager. So let's take a look. Say you want to retire on ADA. Right now, price of Bitcoin, 44,900, Ethereum, 3,440, ADA is $1.98, give or take. Of course, anything can happen. These prices could be different. We have to make some assumptions. Let's say you're spending about $4,000 a month, pretty average spending for an individual, annual spending $48,000. So we're going to assume that you need about $960,000 worth of Cardano, because we're going to say that you can make about 5% on that Cardano. So 960 times 5% is about 48. So 48,000, there we go. So you can make it a couple different ways. First of all, you can stake your Cardano. Second of all, you can gain interest. That's why I talked about Voyager, where you can get about 5% on your Cardano. I really like the interest. That way you have the ability to trade your Cardano at any time. So let's take a look. Let's say 2030 rolls around. This is the more bearish case. Now, this is not going to be full out Bitcoin's down to zero or anything like that, or even that's at the same price. I think a lot of people would be very happy if Bitcoin went up to 300,000, but that's still only half the market cap of gold. So that's why I say it's a little bit of a bear case, because while it has appreciated in price about 6x in 10 years, which is a great return, this is not close to the market cap of gold, and it is gold 2.0. I mean, we're moving so quickly now, it would make much more sense, I think, for Bitcoin to be above $300,000 9 years from now. But again, we're going bear case. So Bitcoin is at 300,000. In that scenario, we're also going to say that Ethereum is the same weighting as it is now compared to Bitcoin. So this is obviously in billions here. We're going to say that Ethereum is about the same weighting or the same market cap in relation to Bitcoin. We get to a $2.4 trillion Ethereum. Now, of course, this is much higher than it is now. That's more than the entire crypto space. But that is this scenario. That would put Ethereum at about $20,000. Then ADA, let's say, is the same weighting. So we take the same weighting of ADA versus Ethereum. So ADA has not gained anything on Ethereum. That would put it at about $13.40. So I realize, again, still great returns compared to any other asset class, but still not compared to the past in crypto, right? Obviously, that is much worse return than what we've seen in the past from crypto. So in this scenario, you would need about 71,700 Cardano by 2030. Now, what do you actually need today? Well, you need a little bit less than that. You need only about 46,200 for the fact that you can stake it or gain interest at about 5% a year for the next 9 years. So if you are trying to dollar cost average, by the end you want 72,000, but if you could buy it all right now, you'd only need about 46,000. So that is the first case. Again, a little bit more bearish, again, though it's still great returns. Now, in that scenario, like I said, you would need about $46,000 if you had it today, or 46,000 ADA today, I should say, and that would be about $90,000 worth, give or take. From there, let's go to the middle scenario. Bitcoin has now hit the market cap of gold. Awesome. Bitcoin is at 607,000. Ethereum is still at about half the market cap of Bitcoin. So now, instead of this weighting of 355 divided by 843, which is not quite 50%, we have had a 50% of The market cap of Bitcoin is now in Ethereum also. So that's awesome. $5.7 trillion for Ethereum. That would put Ethereum at about $49,000. ADA, we're going to say, is the same weighting from where it is now. So it has not gained on Ethereum at all. We're just going to say it stayed about the same. Both of them have grown a lot, but it has not gained at all on Ethereum. It stayed about the same. That would put ADA at about $32, which is awesome. Great return, about a 15x from here. That means that you would need about 30,000 ADA. Now, if you had it today, that'd be about 20,000 ADA, because again, 9 years where you're getting about 5% interest or staking rewards definitely adds up. Now, bull case scenario. This is not like pie in the sky. Bitcoin hits 20,000 or $20 trillion. ADA hits, 10 or $20 trillion. It's still not that bullish, but we are more bullish here. We're going to say Bitcoin hits the same market cap of gold. Again, I think that's a really good number to try to strive for one day. Ethereum, we're going to say, has the flippening. It grows to as big as Bitcoin. That's awesome, right? Awesome. We're going to say the ADA is half the size of Ethereum. So now ADA has a $5.7 trillion market cap. That would put the price at $177. I don't think that this will probably happen just because that is such a large increase from here. That's nearly a 100x increase from here, but it could happen. I'm not going to say it can't. And then from there, we can see ADA needed would be 5,400 ADA. ADA needed today, because you're getting the 5% interest or staking, 3,500 ADA. So 3 different scenarios. Of course, it's going to depend on where you think Bitcoin and Ethereum and ADA are going to be years from now. If I had to guess, it would probably be somewhere in this scenario, kind of in between maybe Bitcoin's $7-8 trillion. Of course, it could always be much more than that. Ethereum, somewhere in the $30,000 range. ADA, $20-25, which means you would need about an in between these two. So maybe about 30,000 ADA. So that is how you will retire on ADA. Of course, I'm not saying to go put all your money in Cardano. I believe in diversification. I believe that it's good to hold. If you're going to hold cryptocurrencies, I think it's good to hold a variety of different cryptocurrencies because they all will have their day. They all have different use cases. So definitely consider diversification. Again, if you guys want to check out Voyager, you can get an interest rate on your Cardano. And if you like spreadsheets like this, I have shared these with my Patreon at different times. If anyone wants it in the Patreon, I will put it in there. Thank you guys. There is a link down to the Patreon underneath the video. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.